everybody because my microphone wasn't on. Let's try that again. Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Welcome to the Bayport Fly-In. This is the Virtue USA Flying Club's 6-year anniversary event that we're going to be doing. See, now you guys can hear me that I actually activate my microphone. Professional streamer chat. I know it's been a while since I've streamed. There has been a lot going on lately between my fiance getting pretty sick. So I actually had to stay home from work because of that to take care of her. My grandfather is in the hospital, and yeah, it's been a very fun August so far. There is some good news. Sarah and I did adopt a pretty kitty. She's black cat, and she's in the shadow on the couch, so you might not actually see her right now in the background, but she's there. We welcomed her to the family, but other than that, it's been a pretty rough month of August between Sarah being super sick and me having to stay home and take care of her. My grandfather's been having issues. It's just been it's been a rough one, but all that's going to be tabled and put aside so that we can do some flying and have a good time with the Virtue USA Flying Club. So a little background on the Virtue USA Flying Club for maybe those that don't know, who were just tuning into the stream. I founded the Virtue USA Flying Club on August 16th of 2019, so that would be 6 years ago yesterday that the club was founded. And it is a general aviation flying club on the VATSIM network. The goal of the club is to promote general aviation flying, because that's where everyone gets started typically in their training. You know, I started on like a little Piper Warrior, so not quite a Comanche, but similar to the Comanche in a lot of ways, to do all of my flight training out of Republic. And so that's what the Virtue USA Flying Club does. Today is a celebration not only of the 6-year anniversary of the Flying Club, but also a celebration of general aviation. And the plan is to do our yearly event into Bayport Aerodrome, which is 2-3 November. So here's the plan that I've got for today. We're going to take off at a good speed right here along the Connecticut River. Pretty much going to shoot due westbound, try and stay north of the class deltas of New Haven and Bridgeport. I'll probably be above it anyway at 4,500 feet initially to start. We're going to get to the Hudson River here, just to the north of Westchester and the Tappan Zee Bridge. At that point, I probably will descend down to about 1,500 feet, and we're going to talk to New York Approach and see if we can't get a clearance for the New York City Skyline route southbound with ATC. We'll come down here to the Verrazano. We'll do the South Shoreline south of Kennedy, out over to Long Island, and then from there we'll go inbound to the Bayport Aerodrome. So that's the plan that I have. In past, during these events, I've shown the Bayport Aerodrome approach and departure video on the stream prior, but I've done that so many years in a row now, since this is going to be the 6th time. I think everyone, at least most of the people that watch the stream, should get the memo. And of course, if you're a Flying Club member that's going to be participating in the event, then you should have already watched said video in preparation for this evening's event, because there is a specific procedure that is needed to be flown into the Bayport Aerodrome. We're going to look at it right now. It's runway 18 at Bayport. So the 18 entry, and we're following the red line, is the approach. So there's this little harbor right here, a little bit of docks right here near Sayville. We'll enter there, follow the river here. I forget what the name of the river is, but it goes then over the Sans Souci Lakes. So we basically just follow the river to the lakes, and then we follow the lakes until up here, and then this is where we make the turn inbound to 18. It's like a full base to final turn, basically just a full U-turn, and we have to make sure that we do not cross Sunrise Highway, because then we'd be in the Class Charlie. We have to do all of this while remaining below 700 feet for the little cutout that Bayport has. And so that's the procedure we're going to be doing this evening, going into Bayport. I'm going to get some things set up here, and we'll start the flight. Thank you for coming in today, and if you're a Flying Club member, I hope you're going to be flying along with us for the event this evening. Alright, let us begin with our beautiful Comanche here. So we're going to start with the walk around. So let's go ahead and start with the walk around. The flaps should technically be out, so I'm going to pretend that I extended the flaps before walking out here. That's good. We're going to have to go back inside because I also forgot to take the control wheel lock off. Well, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. Controls are good. We have the tanks, but there's no fuel in them, so we're not worried about it. So we don't need to sump it either. Good on the lights. Remove that. That we're good here. Remove the chocks. I forget how I'm supposed to be able to sump this. I think maybe the battery needs to be on. So if I turn the battery on, am I able to sump this? Is that... I don't remember how it is. Alright, well, we're going to pretend that the fuel is fine, though, because this airplane is set so that it's not supposed to have any issues. Prop looks good. Check the oil. Plenty of oil. Looks clean. Remove the chocks. Move this. We'll move this guy. Get there, get there, get there. Good there. That's clear. Move this guy. Rudder. Elevator. I'm going to put the flaps up. There. And we're good all around here. Alright, very good. So the walk around, we can call that complete. Seems pretty straightforward. I'm going to also unmute myself in the Virtually Safe Flying Club Discord, so if you hear people talking in the background, they're in the Virtually Safe Flying Club Discord voice channel for the event. Excuse me, chat. Alright, we're going to get this thing powered on, so we'll do battery master switch on. We've got the nav light on. We'll turn the avionics on. Is my battery dead? I believe my battery is probably dead. Yep. Let's go ahead and okay. There we go. Battery's not dead anymore. That's how you can tell I haven't flown this thing in a while. Alright, we're good there. Clear right, clear left, clear prop. We got the fuel. Gotta probably turn the fuel on. We'll give it a shot of prime. Should only really need one shot, I think, because it's pretty hot out. But let's see, we'll go about half here. There we go. Close this guy. Door we can close and lock. Very good. Turn the headset on. Very good. I remember I need to adjust the volume of my sim because I had it super low when I was flying the Airbus. I need to get it up to 30 is where I want it set. Very good. Okay. Alrighty. Fuel and payload's all good. Walk around's good. This is all good. Oh, you know, I didn't have the fuel pump on, but she still started anyway. That's all that matters. There she is, getting all warmed up and ready to go. Again, we're at a good speed here, which is 42 Bravo, and the windsock is telling us that we should probably depart just right off of here, off of runway 14, which kind of works because then we're just going to kind of depart to the south and then make a right crosswind departure, head westbound to start the route of flight that we had planned. I guess technically my beacon should be on. That would probably be smart. Go ahead.
When we get over to Bayport, we're going to use the real CTAF.
That's, yep. Yeah, since VATSIM still is using the real CTAF trials, it's the same thing. We'll use the real CTAF just like it is in the video. So it's 122.7.
Yep,
cool. Why did you turn off? I guess I'm gonna need that fuel pump on.
Other than like Sun and Fun, this is like the first real approach I've had, like real road approach.
Oh, you mean like special approach?
Yeah, like the lake that you have to go over the power plant across the lake, and then rocker rings, and then follow the highway. This is gonna be the second real world approach I've done.
This thing sounds like it's definitely getting the plugs found. Let's go ahead and run this up real quick, chat. Yeah, this thing's running a little rough, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and run this baby up. Lean the mixture out. Let it sit for a minute. And now, should run a little better now. Yep, see, good drop on the left. Good drop on the right. So we cleared the fouling of the plugs. So that should do us a little bit better. Very good. Alright, now that we've got that taken care of, I'm just going to put 2-3 November in here just as reference only. Since, like I said, we're not going to be following direct GPS. This is just going to be for a reference of how far away we are when the time gets a little bit closer. Because we have our own flight plan in mind. See, if we were to go direct, it's only 49.5 nautical miles, not even full cross country, but we're going to be doing plenty more than that. And I'll show again for those that are just joining. This is the plan that we have in place to depart, go west towards the tap, south along the Hudson River Skyline route, and then come back over here along the South Shore line to get into Bayport. That's the plan that we have. A little bit of weather. Nothing that's affecting Bayport right now. There's some scattered, isolated thunderstorms maybe moving through later, but that's a problem that we'll have to worry about for later. I need to get this aligned with my compass, which looks like it wants to be at about a 070, just shy of 070. Right about there, we'll call it. I'm going to get this set up so that I can use the autopilot. And let's see, I want to turn my transponder on. Turn these guys on. Whoops, that's not the right button. Alright, alright, where are we at here? Good speed, the CTAF frequency is 22.8, which is just already sent. Alright. I think we're good to go here now. Alright. I think we're good to go here now. Let's see what else we need to do. I think we're good. Okay, alright. So now we've got all this taken care of and set up. So now we can taxi on out over here to runway 14. And we can start our adventure. What do you say, chat? You guys ready to start this adventure with me? Over to the Bayport Aerodrome. Let's go ahead and release the parking brake. And since this is a short runway, we are going to do a flaps 10 departure. I can put this guy away for now. Good speed traffic, Comanche 124, my Charlie taxi 14, good speed. So this is just a nice little freeware scenery for good speed here. Not much to this airport. A hangar and a couple of buildings. Right on the Connecticut River here. We'll taxi out, get ready for a departure. Good speed traffic, Comanche 124, my Charlie departing runway 14. It's going to be a right cross from departure to the west, good speed. Hope you guys got all that information. We're going to use every bit of available runway we can here, since it is such a short strip. I don't mind if I get my wheel into the grass here a little bit. I want to use every bit of available runway I can. I also want to make sure that I don't accidentally put myself into the water there, though, obviously. That would be bad. Alright, we are set up here. Looks like we're runway 14. Looks like our compass is pretty good and well aligned with our DG. I think it's time to go flying. Rotate. How's the rate? Nobody use my runway. Gear up. Plenty clear of the trees. Bring the flaps up. We're on our way. And we're gonna go fly heading pretty much due west. Heading 270. Good speed traffic, Comanche 124, my Charlie departing the area to the west. Good speed. So let's go west. And we're going to climb up to 4,500 feet initially. And let's go ahead and get the climb power set now. 25 squared is plenty good for the climb setting in this airplane. 25 squared.
That's annoying. Yesterday I did a test run of this exact flight. Everything went great. Now X-Wing 12 is maxing out at...
So we'll go ahead and turn the autopilot on, get that ready. Go heading. Again, as we climb, we need to slowly increase that manifold pressure up again because we're going to lose a little bit of air pressure over the engine the higher we go with less air up at altitude. So we'll keep an eye on that and make sure we're giving ourselves an appropriate amount of power. We are going to talk to our New York ARTCC buddies and see if we can get some flight following to do the Skyline route this evening. They are still pretty busy cleaning up the Newark event, so we'll see if they're going to be able to do it, but I have a feeling it'll be just fine. $3,500, we're going to climb to 4,500. And we're slowly trimming the nose down. Sailing Alpha Ventures, thanks for coming in today. It's good to see you, Rob Sherman. I know that you're going to be joining us this evening into Bayport. We're happy to have you. I know I don't remember if you were able to do it last year or not, but we're definitely happy to have you come along with us this year for the anniversary event. So the real world fly-in for Bayport is actually taking place today, but because I had made the flying club event today, thinking that originally it was supposed to be yesterday, they changed it to today, so I ended up foregoing the real one to continue to have fun doing it in the sim as scheduled, like everyone else, and that's okay. But everything else that's kind of been going on around the apartment lately, and with some other family stuff I've had going on, it's actually probably for the best that I'm just kind of flying around in the sim today. And I was able to go visit my parents earlier, which was nice. Saw my niece and nephew and my grandmother, who I haven't seen in a while. So it was good. I think it's good that I didn't go to the real fly-in. VATSIM, thanks for coming in today. Alright, so we're going to go 23. You need more down trim plane. There you go. You can have more down trim. We're going to go 20. We're going to go 24 squared for cruise. 24 squared will be good for cruise. We can probably lean it out a little bit. Right about there. Doing about 14 gallons per hour. That's not bad. Alright, and we're on the move. Give you guys a little bit of airplane ASMR out here. $22.22.14. All right, let's pull it back then, shall we? It's not a bad idea. Looks like we're actually going to be about 22.13 on the gallons per hour, so I probably have a little bit leaner than you normally have it at. If we look at our engine analyzer, not bad. We're just holding this 270 heading. That's about where we want to be. I'm going to tune up New York approaches, and like I said, we're going to see if they're going to be willing to give us some flight following, even though they're quite busy still with the 30 hours of Newark event.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody.
Thanks for coming in today.
Hey, good afternoon.
American 1722, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
I'll be right back.
American 1331, contact you. American 1331, confirm your direct Biggie.
Say again for 1331?
Just confirm you're going direct Biggie, correct?
Direct Biggie, American 1331, correct.
American 1331, thanks. Contact you, center 125.32.
12532, American 1331.
Beaver 2333, heavy turn right heading 09 or 0. 090, Beaver 2333, head. Copa 812, near departure, radar contact. clear, direct wavy, climb and maintain 12,000.
New York approach, Comanche 124, Mike Charlie.
124, Mike Charlie, go ahead.
Yeah, Comanche 124, Mike Charlie, about 6 miles to the northeast of New Haven, 4,500. Like to request VFR flight following to the west, and then we'd also like to put the Skyline route southbound on request.
124, Mike Charlie, Roger, squawk 1541.
1541, 4 Mike Charlie.
Good afternoon, departure United 1469, level 1, 11,290 assigned.
Yeah,
Squawk info, that'd be great.
Yeah, who's that calling?
United 1469, they gave me over to you.
Yeah, 1469, yep, they rounded up your clear direct Lana, climb and maintain 17,000.
Okay, great. Well, direct Lana 17,000, United 1469.
Beaver 2333, head, climb and maintain 17,000. Climb maintain 17,000, Beaver 2333. Number 124, Mike Charlie, your radar contact as reported. The Danbury altimeter 29870, complete on course.
On course 4 Mike Charlie, and yeah, we'll give a call again when we get closer to the Bravo, see about that Skyline route.
Beaver 2333, heavy, clear, direct, Grecky, climb and maintain 17,000. Continue on climb to 17,000, waypoint 4 seconds.
The arrival window is now open for the fly-in, chat. If you're a flying club member, the arrival window is now open until 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for attendance and for the giveaways that we're going to be doing.
Yeah, 1469, contact New York Center 125.32, go ahead.
125.32, have a great evening, United 1469.
China Eastern 297 Heavy, hello, hello 190.
China Eastern 297 Heavy, Nick approach Cello, turn right, heading to...
A little bit hazy out here, and there are, again, some pockets of, like, rain.
16,000, right heading 200, China Eastern 297 Heavy.
It's like little pockets. I'm actually going to come to the right a little bit. Little pockets of isolated showers that we might have to keep an eye out for. Otherwise, we should be VFR the entire way. I'm not super worried about the weather. There is a chance for a little bit more weather to move in over the island later this evening, potentially lowering the visibility, but for right now, we're going to be good to go.
5,000 for American 1722.
Scopa 812, contact New York Center.
Oh, the only other thing I forgot to do is I wanted to change the time of day. I wanted it to technically be in the morning that I was doing this, like the real fly-in would be, so we're going to change that. So I apologize for the inconvenience on that,
China
chat.
Eastern 297 Heavy, what runway can I expect?
ILS 22 left today.
Thank you.
Mustafa, thanks for coming in today, buddy. Yeah, that livery, if you want it, is in the liveries channel of the VirtueSA Flying Club Discord. It is one of the free liveries that the club member has made specifically for the club. And if you are going to be in the Comanche, it is available to you for free in the liveries channel. Right at the top. It was actually the very first club-specific livery that we had made for us by our good buddy Zach.
I hear little kids on the
Beaver
network.
2333, heavy, contact Boston Center 1.
That's VATSIM for you.
3.45,
Yeah.
contact depart current crash contact center.
Granted, one of them did sound.
So 22, 22, 14, he's saying 22 manifold, 2200 RPM, and 14 gallons per hour on the fuel, I believe is the 14 that he's referencing. So I'm a little bit leaner, I'm doing about 13.
297 heavy, 7 maintains 4,000.
17 4,000, China Eastern 297 Heavy.
And I'm also just gonna disengage the altitude real quick and get this thing to a more appropriate 4,500 feet. Try and be more precise. Now you can hold that airplane. There you go. Good job, airplane. We're on the move.
United 62 requesting vector to next waypoint. Who's that call? United 62. Okay, United 62 near departure. You're clear, direct ZIM. Climb and maintain 17,000.
Climb and maintaining 17,000.
United 62, clear, direct ZIM.
Clear directed to ZIM.
So NYARTCC is still in the midst of its 30 hours of Newark. So some of these controllers might sound like they're a little burnt out, especially when we get closer to the actual Skyline route. 'Cause Newark still has like 100-something arrivals and 45 departures, and they're supposed to be done with the 30 hours in Newark in like 2 hours. So there's definitely some pilots that are going to be left stranded in a couple hours here. But it's crazy how busy Newark has been both days of the 30 hours in Newark. I think they, honestly,
Yep, maintain 250 now.
I think honestly there was way more traffic than they expected. Way more traffic than expected. I can tell you that the controllers being in that Discord are burnt. I departed out of 42 Bravo, Mustafa. 42 Bravo. Good speed airport.
United 62, contact New York Center 125.32.
Contacting.
It's a tiny little strip right along the Connecticut River, just to the northeast of Chester, Connecticut. And there is a nice freeware scenery for that as well on the flightsim.to. One of the reasons why I decided to depart out of there is for the scenery departing out of there. Of course, we have the scenery for Bayport that you should have had in the briefing. And of course, that livery, if you want it, is in the liveries channel.
American 523, heavy thanks to patience fly, runway heading, runway 2 strike, clip and takeoff. Just 1392 heavy, runway 23 right, line of point.
Give you guys a nice little wing view. You can see a little bit hazy out here in southern Connecticut.
Right, Delta 1392.
American 1722, clear direct Big E, common maintain 16,000.
16,000 direct to Big E, American 1722.
Center, United 712, passing 10 for 11, heading to United 712, near departure, hello, clear direct Lana, common maintain 17,000. Direct Lana, and we'll climb and maintain 17,000. China Eastern 297 heavy, turn left heading 080.
Left heading 080, Chinese 297.
New York, hello, United 116, 6,000 feet.
It is a beautiful livery. One of Zach's finest. Although every livery Zach that makes is great.
New York, United 116.
Sounds good to me, buddy. We look forward to seeing you on the ground at Bayport, man. I'm glad you're able to join us this year unabated.
United 116.
Stand by 1.
Idea of departure, join flight 33, 1,500 for flight out of
523 heavy near departure, radar contact, turn left heading 060, climb and maintain 17,000.
0601 for giant flight.
Correction, United 1043, 6.0.
China Eastern 297 heavy, turn left heading 040, descend and maintain 4,000.
Maintain 4,000, left heading 040, Chinese 297.
United 712, contact New York Center 125.32. American 1722, contact New York Center 125.32.
12532 for American 1722.
Yeah, he's busy, get chat. No denying that.
Endeavor 500 for information, Yankee for taxis, 512.
Roger, stand by 1.
New York, hello, United 116. Correction, 1543, 6.0.
Sounds like there's
Line 523 heavy, turn left heading 050.
he might be briefing another controller potentially. Definitely, like I said, they're wrapping up that 30 hours in Newark, so they're quite busy. Just in case we can't get the Skyline and they're too busy, we're gonna get the knee board ready in case we have to do the exclusion and have the call-outs and all that ready. So that's the knee board right here. We're gonna keep an eye on this just in case we do have to do the exclusion. We'll do it on the correct CTEF of 123.05 and do all the appropriate call-outs if necessary. If we can't get the Skyline, if they're too busy, and if they're too busy, it's perfectly understandable since they're still in the midst of their event here. And they are indeed currently in the process, I believe, of briefing up a controller.
United 116 re-identified, or what's going on?
Yeah, 1543 near departure, common maintain 17
17, then I 1542.
Like 5 miles west of Robinsville, or we would like following if possible.
389 Juliet Mike, near approach, hello. You can expect that. You can proceed on course, and the LaGuardia Altimeter 2981.
2981, proceed on course, 389 Juliet Mike. We do plan on going underneath the JFK Bravo 3.
Okay, no problem. The Kennedy controllers seem on line anyway.
Roger that, 389.
Your departure, this is 1392 Heavy. Do we switch to a new control?
Yeah, he's in the midst of briefing and doing controller change, so he's all out of whack.
116 with me?
Hey, sure, I've been calling you 5 times.
I know, I'm busy. United 116 Heavy, turn right heading 120, common maintain 17,000.
120, climb maintain 17,000, United 116.
So we got Danbury Airport just off to our right hand side here. Actually, I think a little bit further north than I was planning, or was I planning to be close to... Actually, I was planning on being close to Danbury, so we're right... Just over where we're planning to be.
1392 Heavy, 5 wrong heading, runway 23 right, clip takeoff.
Departure citation 100 Charlie X-ray, how you doing? Level 10,000 and 290 assigned.
Number 100 Charlie X-ray near departure, hello, clear direct Neon, common maintain 17,000.
Alright, direct Neon and then 177 Charlie X-ray.
China Eastern 297 Heavy, contact New York approach now 125.7.
125.7,
3232 X-ray, contact New York approach 125.7.
45-7, 32 X-ray.
Giant 523 Heavy, turn on the left heading 340.
3404, Giant 523.
Thank you.
Departure American 2543 with information Baker ready.
Alright, so we're going to start our VFR descent here.
Everybody calling on the ground at Kennedy. Kennedy ground is actually coming online now, 121.9, and also Kennedy departure is online, 125.7. Endeavor 5004, you said you were ready, taxi?
5004, yes, 512.
Thanks for the patience.
That's definitely going to help Jake a lot, especially since he's doing Liberty Chat, that he got the New York approach on. So all's good. Anyways, we're moving along here. Virtuous A Flying Club at 6-year anniversary event. We're in the Comanche. We're cruising along. We're actually going to start a VFR descent here down to about 1,500 feet for the Skyline route here momentarily.
I think they updated the 208 lines. Because I'm getting purple boxes on my main Garmin system.
Giant 523 Heavy, clear direct code.
Code for 523.
United 116 Heavy, clear direct Merit, common maintain 17,000. United 116 Heavy, clear direct Merit, common maintain 16,000.
Clear direct Merit to climb maintain 16,000, United 116.
Approach JetBlue 803, can we line up a bit to the right?
Alright, JetBlue 803, let's see here. Just contact New York approach now 125.7.
125.7, roger, thank you.
We're gonna need a little bit more of a decrease here.
Air departure, Limburg 4390 with you, 6,000 on our way to neck.
Limburg 4390, New York approach low, common maintain 17,000.
17,000, Limburg 4390.
Number 100 Charlie X-ray, contact New York Center 132.17, good night.
32.7 was it, 0 Charlie X-ray?
3217.
3217, 0 Charlie X-ray, thanks.
New York approach, Comanche 124 Mike Charlie. We're starting a VFR descent. We would like to request the New York City Skyline route southbound in the Bravo once we reach the Tappan Zee Bridge.
Number 124 Mike Charlie, roger, VFR officer, 0 discretion for now, and stand by the Bravo plan.
Thank you.
124 Mike Charlie, you're clearing to New York class Bravo out of below 2,000, the LaGuardia officer number 2981.
Cleared in the Bravo at or below 2,000, Comanche 4 Mike Charlie. We'll plan 1,500.
Yep.
Easy peasy. Make sure we stay north of the Westchester airspace as we are descending here. Keep this descent going down to 1,500 feet.
Departure Delta 29 Papa, radio check.
Last call on aircraft again.
Delta 29 Papa, request radio check.
Loud and clear.
Delta 29 Papa, we are on 6,000 feet, requesting climb.
United 1543, contact New York Center 125.32.
125.32, have a great day, 915.
Limburg 4390, contact New York Center 125.32.
Center 2532, Limburg 4390.
Giant 523 Heavy, clear direct code.
I'm already direct code, so you give me documents. Can I have any idea for other
Giant 523 Heavy, I can't, but New York Center can. Contact New York Center 132.17.
3217 for Giant 5.
And Liberty approach, United 11,000.
133.45, good night.
And you're locked.
133.45.
133.45, United 116.
Delta 29 Papa, near departure.
Delta 29 Papa.
Delta 29 Papa, clear direct.
So we're extending down to 1,500 feet. And then we're going to join up on the Tappan Zee Bridge over here.
JFK approach, this is Giant 280 FA, flight level 190.
Contact New York approach 125.7. Sense this frequency error.
Frequency error, okay, 125.7.
I've already approached United 400, 11,000.
Almost down to our 1,500 feet. 1,000 to go.
United 400, near departure, hello. You're clear direct park, comma maintain 17,000.
You guys are going to get the beautiful views of the New York City skyline. And my frames are going to go to hell, probably, so we'll just have to kind of deal with that as it happens.
This is Delta 1392 Heavy to 7,000.
Delta 1392, near departure, hello. Clear direct Robbinsville, comma maintain 17,000.
Clear direct Robbinsville and comma maintain 17,000. Delta 1392.
New York helicopter 3 Kilo Alpha. Above Tappan Zee Bridge, request landing at Kilo Foxtrot at Westchester.
Alright, number 3 Kilo Alpha, roger. I'm sorry, where did you say you were requesting to land?
Intersection Kilo Foxtrot.
Alright, number 3 Kilo Alpha, taxi Kilo Foxtrot, go to land.
X-ray Kilo Foxtrot til en helikopterflyplassen.
United 400, contact New York Center.
Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We'll start reintroducing the power.
Endeavor 5004, runway 13, clip takeoff.
Clear departure 13, Endeavor 5004.
And we're slowly leveling off at 1500.
Yeah, 1630 near departure, hello.
And we'll call it right there. Altitude's re-engaged. We can reintroduce our speed.
Yeah, 1630, calling to maintain 9,000.
Maintain 9,000, 1630.
And we'll 22 squared. And now we can go towards the Tappan Zee Bridge and get ready to go down the skyline here. Good to go. There it is, the Tappan Zee Bridge. We're going to stay towards the west side of the river going southbound is the appropriate way to do it. And when you're going north, you want to be on the east side of the river. Just like driving a car. Essentially.
Once you form my trail, I'll give you the proper clearance. You're clearing to New York Class Bravo via the skyline route southbound, then maintain video form 1,500. The 40 altimeter 281.
Alright, 291, cleared to skyline route southbound 1,500. Comanche, form my trail. We're doing it, chat. We're doing it. Let's get ready for some good views of the city. First, we get the beautiful new Tappan Zee Bridge, and I will call it by no other name, even though it was renamed. It is the Tappan Zee Bridge, and no other name. And I will not fight anyone about that. I am correct. I don't care what the signs say. To be honest, on the aviation charts, I don't even know if they ever changed it. I think it still might be Tappan Zee Bridge. Let me look, see if it's on the TAC. Yeah, it still says Tappan Zee Bridge on the TAC chart. See? So it's Tappan Zee Bridge, and it will be by no other name.
Endeavor 50 reports. 1392, heavy contact New York Center, 125.32.
Definitely feels like we're getting a bit of a crosswind. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting that crosswind from the right.
Center on 125.32, Delta 1397, yep.
Yep, that was just for Delta 1392. Somebody else called United 1630, common maintain 17,000.
Maintain 17,000, United 1630.
Endeavor 5004, near departure, radar contact, southeast.
3,000, let's say 4,000.
Endeavor 5004, common maintain 16,000.
1616.
Here's the partition consider, I'm sorry, 090 at 6,000.
Singapore 2100, near departure, hello, common maintain.
There it is, the mighty Tappan Zee Bridge. Beautiful new bridge. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to mess with the zoom there. I'm trying to use my heading bug here. Because we are cruising down the skyline route southbound.
Yeah, 1630, contact New York Center.
Looks like we might have some company behind us here soon. Another flying club member looks like they're approaching the Tappan Zee Bridge.
12532, United 1630.
Yeah, good. Today just with 1229, passing 8,600, heading 280.
Just with 1229, near departure, radar contact, clear direct to Big East, common maintain 17,000.
Maintain 17,000 direct Biggie, just with 1229.
once the sim decides it wants to start rendering New York City, then it'll come into view. You're going to see my sim start to stutter a little bit here, chat. There's just no two ways around it. My computer is a little bit on the dated side, and it's going to be doing about the best that it can here in a second to render in the New York City skyline. This computer's giving it all she's got.
JetBlue 1229, contact New York Center.
There's the Alpine Tower.
On to 5.32, just with 539,
That's the first of the reporting points if you were to be doing the exclusion route. You can see there's a little bit of weather out to the west. Will not be affecting us. There are a chance of scattered thunderstorms around Bayport later, but I think for the most part, most club members, if not all club members, should be able to get in on live weather. Again, they are going to have to adjust to daytime when the sun goes down, as there is no lighting on the field at Bayport. So you can use real-world weather, but you will need to adjust the sim time to be daytime.
Yeah, 2721, New York approach. Hello, calm, maintain 170.
Coming up on the George Washington Bridge.
Yeah, 2721, calm, maintain 170.
Calm, maintain 170.
Looks like we've already actually got a couple of flying club members that are either approaching or on the ground at Bayport already. Hopefully they remember to mark themselves for attendance. Thank you for being here, everyone. Just make sure once you do arrive at Bayport, obviously, to mark yourself for attendance in that attendance channel so that you can be not only counted for attendance but also eligible for the giveaways. Thank you, gentlemen.
I'm about past Bridgeport, so I'm gonna cross the bay now.
Never 5004, turn left lane 270. 270, 04.
Sleazy, thanks for coming in today. Just in time to see the New York City skyline. Coming up on the George Washington Bridge as we speak. I don't have any of the sound commands like Boozy does. I'm sorry to disappoint. This livery is beautiful. So is New York City from the sky. On the ground, New York City is questionable. But from the sky, it's pretty.
United 2721, contact New York Center 125.32. 1.5, 125.32. 124, Mike Charlie, contact New York Tower 118.3. Yeah.
1183 for Mike Charlie. Take it easy, buddy. So I'm going to do it with the cheatsy doodle way.
7,000, heading 350.
This is 186 near departure. Hello, clear.
For departure, appreciate it, sir.
Sorry, 539, pop heavy, runway, correction, super, runway 22 left, go to land.
Good, land doesn't left.
New York Tower, good afternoon, or good evening rather. November 124 Mike Charlie's over the George Washington Bridge, Skyline route southbound 1500.
Number 124 Mike Charlie, New York Tower, altimeter 2982, GS1.
2982?
And New York Tower, United 2122, holding short runway 22 right, full length.
United 2122, New York Tower, roger.
Flying IRL at all this week. The storm in the Caribbean looks nasty. Yes, I will be working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'll be working 6 days in a row, and I will be going over waters for some of that as well. So I will be definitely dealing with some of that hurricane stuff this coming week for work. No doubt about it. And we'll see how we're going to be routed all around it and everything like that. Should be fun.
2566 North Tower, number 2, following a Super 8380 over the numbers, runway 22 left for the land, caution to be careful.
Okay, we copy the Super over the numbers. The lab left. Number 2566.
Give you guys a better view here of the city. There's the beautiful Comanche livery. There's Central Park. Actually, it should probably be a few more degrees over to the right hand side, so let me fix that.
Alright, that is 2122, runway 22 right for the left.
I don't have any specific New York City scenery, so it might not look as good as it could. This is just base model, whatever the sim generates, but it's not bad.
Alright, 539 Papa Super, welcome to Newark, hold short, runway 22 right at Charlie.
I still think I need to be a couple more degrees over to the right here. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's not bad.
JetBlue 265, contact Newark departure.
Central Park is very well defined. Not as good as it could look. Obviously, the Empire State Building, I mean, it looks fine. It's not rendering that great. My sim's doing the best that it can. I'm sure it definitely looks better on other people's streams, but my computer is 5 years old, and it's doing the best you can. It doesn't look terrible, though. You see Madison Square Garden right down there.
Alright, number 4, Mike Charlie, say intentions. I assume I know where you're going, but double check anyway.
Yeah, 4 Mike Charlie, we're going to finish the Skyline southbound here, and then we'd like to do the Kennedy South Shoreline at or below 500 going eastbound on Long Island to 23 November.
Number 4, Mike Charlie, you're right. Alright, United 2122, wind 2504, runway 22 right at Whiskey, clear for takeoff.
Alright, full leg, but 22 right, could take up United 2122.
Coming up on Lower Manhattan, you got the Freedom Tower, you got the Statue of Liberty. We will not be making any turns around the Statue of Liberty today. It'll be straight shot. It's where the Twin Towers used to stand way back in the day before we were attacked. Never forget. I was in 3rd grade. 3rd grade or 4th grade? Was I in 3rd grade or 4th grade? I was in 3rd or 4th grade. I think it was 4th grade. I remember. No, it was 3rd grade. It was 3rd grade. Excuse me. I remember the class very well.
By the way, November 17 with the left runway to the left.
2120 contact, or correction, 2122 contact, departure.
Departure for
Ellis Island, Liberty Island.
November 17 with the left runway to the
The Statue of Liberty. I don't know. I thought I got rid of that thing over the Statue of Liberty, but I guess not.
Phone taken.
November 125 and with the left runway to the left.
November 125, 12504, runway 22 left to the line.
Carolina to the left runway to the left. Hello, flight 3526, left to the left.
Yeah, that sucks.
Bunker 506 in the tower to approach.
Dark day in American history. No doubt about it.
That was 25.
Alright, wave goodbye to the city behind us, chat. Governor's Island, all that. We're going to focus up now on the Verrazano Bridge here. Yeah, you know, for someone that lives in New York, I still haven't actually gone to the memorial, and that's something that I know I still need to do, Sleazy. By the way, I don't know if you guys can see her because she's in the shadow and she's a black cat, but Sarah and I adopted a black cat. She's on the couch back there. You probably can't see her because she's camouflaged in the darkness. That's the only good part about this month so far, honestly, is the adopting of the cat, because most everything else this month has been kind of rough, especially with Sarah having been sick. Sarah was sick for like a week and a half. I had to stay home from work.
Trying to verify where you want to add it below 500?
Yeah, if we could go at or below 500 on the south shoreline.
Alright, number 124, Mike Charlie, maintain VFR, at or below 500. The radar service terminated, go on to VFR.
Actually, any chance we could get the handoff for what would be Kennedy Tower for the south shoreline there?
Oh yeah, no problem. November 124, Mike Charlie, contact New York approach 125.7.
1257 for Mike Charlie, see it.
And tower good?
We're Skyhawk was close.
Yeah, Sarah was sick for like a week and a half, and I had to stay home from work to take care of her because it was that bad. So it's been a little bit of a rough month, but we did adopt a kitty, so. Kennedy Tower, good evening. Comanche 124, Mike Charlie, descending to go below 500 for the south shoreline eastbound.
Comanche 124, Mike Charlie, New York departure low, Kennedy, L7 is 2985.
2985 for Mike Charlie.
Giant 288 heavy, heading 270.
Let's get below 500 feet.
Heading 270, Giant 288 heavy. Spirit 7 November Yankee, heavy runway 22 left, little land.
Spirit 2 to left, Spirit 7 November Yankee.
New York approach, Pilot 51 would like to cancel flight following.
Pilot Cut 51, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, and change to advisory freakish approved. Take care.
We'll try into advisory and squawk VFR. Thank you so much for the help.
JetBlue 1678, or correction, JetBlue 1678, I'm sorry. Turn left heading 310 to send maintain.
Alright, so now we are below 500 feet. Right.
2618, Lima runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Now, so we'll hold that.
Redwood 87, do you have taxiway hotel?
Go out to this outer shoreline right ahead of us over here. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Good lord. Get back to our 22 squared.
Redwood 87, turn right at hotel, hold short of 22 right at hotel.
Hold short 22 right, hotel, Redwood 87.
And now we'll do the south shoreline, at or below 500. Yeah, she's better now. It just was a rough week and a half for her. And it sucked that I had to miss work. But I'll be going back to work on Wednesday.
Walker 1108, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Nice and low, chat. Nice and low. I've done this south shoreline at or below 500 south of Kennedy a few times as well in real life. And it is it's enjoyable being that low to the ground over the water and passing south of Kennedy like this. Very enjoyable.
22 left, Giant 288 heavy. Comanche 124, Mike Charlie, Marshall Wake Turbulence, multiple type aircraft departing and arriving overhead.
For Mike Charlie, thanks. So now we'll join up on the shoreline. We have to stay over the water. We can cut this little corner here, but once we get to this point, we need to be over the water at or below 500. So let's go ahead and stay out over the water here. Oh, my sim is stuttered. Everybody hold your breath. Okay, we're good.
2618 Lima, radar contact. Climb and maintain 9,000. Climb and maintain 9,000.
Very good. Alright. South shoreline. Beautiful. Look at, you can see the city out in the distance still. You're going to have JFK coming up off the left wing here shortly. Having done this a few times, like I said in real life, it is a very enjoyable flight to go down the skyline and do this south shoreline transition south of Kennedy.
JetBlue 1678, turn left heading 250, intercept 22 left local line.
And the controller right now goes by the name of Anthony. He's Squawk Info in the chat earlier.
Heavy, runway 22 left,
He is a VATSIM OG.
Runway 22 left, Giant 288 heavy. Simon Star 18 Lima, turn left heading 060. Left,
VATSIM OG, great controller, good friend.
JetBlue 1578, 8 miles from Zalpa, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, clear out 22 left approach, 180 until Zalpa.
Known him for many years, many years.
Speedbird 7 November Yankee, turn right at Zulu, cross from
And he's got the perfect New York voice to control JFK.
Okay, turning on Juliet and
perfect New Yorker voice to control JFK on the network. One of the best voices on the network, chat.
Delta 2085, New York departure, lower runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Cruising right along here for the Flying Club anniversary event. Looks like we got a handful of aircraft that are already on the ground.
Sorry, 777 on the 3-mile final, caution wake turbulence, runway 22 left, middle lane.
Number 2, to the left, middle lane, number 1678.
We gotta be careful, this little jet out here, we gotta go a little bit more over the water to avoid this little jet out, because that still technically would be in the Bravo if we go over that little bit of sand there. So we're gonna turn a little bit back into the wind here. You can see the wind kind of pushing us towards the north here.
Perfect, thank you.
And we're gonna use about this heading, looks like it should work. You see JFK right there. It's the approach for runway 4 right and 4 left right there. You can see someone just took off a 22 right. That's an aircraft departing off of runway 22 right at Kennedy, right? You can just barely see it with the mouse there. That's pretty cool. And you got an aircraft landing on 22 left right there. Pretty cool.
Contact when able to altitude.
900 for Delta 2085.
Delta 2085, climb maintain 12000.
12000, Delta 2085.
JFK looks like it's plenty busy right now.
Near approach, I'm going to disconnect. I have a scenery about air issue. I don't know. That Giant 288, no worries, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Delta 2085, turn left heading 100.
Left heading 100, Delta 2085.
Speedbird 7 November Yankee, cross runway 22 right at Juliet and contact ground 121.9. Have a wonderful day.
Question to right, Juliet, and ground 121.9 after the 7 November Yankee. Thank you, bye.
Take care.
I think it's good enough for us to go with the outside view here. Pretty built up right along this south shoreline here, Far Rockaways. Rock, rock, Rockaway Beach. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Looks good, feels good, sounds good. Gotta love the Comanche, chat. And we're giving you some great scenery to boot. So we're gonna clear up right here. And actually, once we get clear of this, I'm going to punch out with him, and we're going to go ahead and go the rest of the way on our own. we'll climb back up, but we're only going to really go back up to about 1,000 feet.
792 Mike Delta, New York, the on-net frequency.
Hey, Joe, I see you.
So we're coming up to Jones Beach. This is Jones Beach right here. And now that we're at Jones Beach, we can go ahead and climb back up. We're going to climb to 1,000 feet. And your approach November 124 Mike Charlie. We'll cancel flight following this time.
124 Mike Charlie, Roger, radar service 78 12 VFR, change with advisory frequency approved, Cigna.
VFR for your change approved. Thanks for coming in today, buddy. Suit. Alright, so we're going to climb up. Again, we're only going to climb up to 1,000 feet. There's no reason really to go higher as we continue going eastbound and get closer to Bayport. I need to climb though, plane.
Jumper 6078, continue on hotel, hold short of 2.
Now I'm going to do the frequency change here in just a second once I get climbed up.
Number 1 Bravo Lima, 18 Lima, excuse me, number 2618 Lima, clear direct Bridgeport.
Direct Bridgeport, 2618 Lima.
Alright, we'll hold 1,000. I'm going to change to the Bayport aerodrome frequency of 122, and again I'm doing it the cheatsy doodle way, 122.7. We'll keep our ears open, see if any of our buddies are out here yet. I gotta fix my my DG here. There we go. A little procession going on during the flight. So let's see, now I can redraw this line to Bayport, and we're about 22 nautical miles out. And again, as long as we're below 1,500 feet, we're going to be below that outer shelf. And we will be clear of the class Charlie. We've had 3 flying club members already land at Bayport. Off to a good start. We have we have the expectation at least of about there's 44 club members that have said they are planning to attend this evening's event. So we have the anticipation that at least 44 flying club members will be flying into Bayport for the anniversary event this year, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. There's a little bit of a... That's not turbulence that we're hitting. That's a little bit of my sim stuttering when you see the airplane bouncing a little bit like that. 9 more from TBC. Nice. Oh, appreciate you guys flying along with us. Always a pleasure to have the Pilot Club join us for these events. Supposedly we're supposed to be passing by our buddy Grant out here, but I don't see him connected to the network. I do on VATSIM, but not on my VFR map. It's weird. That might be a sim issue on my end, though. I know that Mr. Leroy is streaming. A bunch of streamers. Our good buddy Andrew, who just landed, is streaming, and he's in the chat. Slan Alpha is streaming. Melvin Leroy is streaming. Eric Flight is streaming. All for the Flying Club anniversary event. Actually, since we are not going to be in the Republic Delta and we're going to be below the Charlie, we can go inbound to the bay here, and as we get a little bit closer still, then we'll start our descent down to 700. And I'm going to be turning the autopilot off here pretty soon, since we're only about 15 miles out. So actually, let's tell you what, chat. I'm going to go ahead and take off the autopilot. If you guys want to start putting landing rate guesses in the chat, no exclamation point predict, just positive or negative number. I'm using Volanta, so we'll know what my landing rate is. I said I was going to autopilot disengage. I'm going to turn it off completely. And we're just going to hand fly the sucker the rest of the way into Bayport. I'm also going to increase my RPM, which is going to start to help me with the process of slowing this airplane down as we get closer. And we're going to want to be pretty much not fully configured, but at least gear down flaps 10 when we hit the shoreline, and then we want to make sure that we're fully configured before we make the base to final turn, so that way we're as slow as we can be, so we can keep our turn radius tight and not cross over Sunrise Highway by accident. So we're going to be looking now at that inner shoreline, trying to find that marina with all the docks and everything. That's going to be our entry point in to the river. That'll take us to the Sans Souci Lakes on our path into Bayport.
Traffic, November 4, 09 Foxtrot Mike over the shoreline for runway 18 Bayport.
And we have company over the shoreline. Very nice. So we're already below 700 feet. I'm not going to let us go too much further down. Let me get the nose trimmed up. And now we can start bleeding off some airspeed here.
Bayport traffic, 5 minutes, 14 Foxtrot Mike, still downwind for runway 18 Bayport.
We're going to go prop full. Let's really start to get this thing slowed down here now, as we're going to be coming up to the marina here pretty soon. Go ahead and get the flaps to the first notch. I believe that marina is not there. It's gonna be this guy right here. Oh no, wait, now let's see. Yep, this guy right here. That's the marina. There's the river we need to follow inbound right here. The marina is not very well drawn out, but this is where we're going to be entering in. So we're below 700 feet. I'm going to put my gear down. Bayport traffic, Comanche 124, my Charlie, shoreline for runway 18, Bayport. Let's not go above 700. We'll follow the river right inbound here. Take us over to the Sans Souci Lakes. Follow the lakes, and then we'll make our base to final turn without crossing Sunrise Highway. You can see the field right here. There it comes into view. Over the lakes, slowing down to our approach speed. Not a great time for my sim to stutter, but such is life. There's the strip right there in all its glory. Sunrise Highway right out in front of us. Let's see if I can do a nice base to final turn here. Bayport traffic, Comanche 4, my Charlie, base final, 18 Bayport. Might have overshot it just a tad. No, I think I'm pretty well on it. Yeah, I overshot it just a tad, but we can get back on it. Yeehaw. Oh. That was a little herky-jerky. Right, we got it. Alright. Eventually. We'll get down there eventually. There we go. That's not my finest work getting into Bayport, I will admit. That was not my finest. But we're down. We're good. I've definitely done better in the past.
Went away from Mikey on the ground there. I'll tell you what, 3 years I've never had to do that 1-8 approach. That is difficult.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Bayport traffic, Comanche 124, my Charlie is clear of runway 18 Bayport. Yeah, definitely not my cleanest work there, but we made it work. And I'm going to go park right in my usual spot here, right in front of the old hangar. This is the classic spot for me to park in anytime we do one of these Bayport events. Princess parking, as I like to call it. Set the parking brake. Turn off our lights. Turn off the beacon. We can turn off the fuel pump. We can ground the mags. We can kill the mixture. turn off the avionics. We can turn off the battery. We can open the door. And we can get some fresh air. And we'll even put the control wheel lock on, and we will turn the strobe lights off. And like I said, we'll turn the battery off. And we'll even put some wheel chocks on. Take the headset off. Excellent. Very good. Yeah, that was, I will admit, that's not the best approach to 1.8 that I've done before. Definitely a little bit faster in the Comanche than it is in the 152 that I did in the past few times. Let's see, I landed at about 57, we'll call it. I'm going to mark myself for attendance. I started out at 42 Bravo, I went to 23 November, and we call it 20, and we call it 57 Zulu is what we're going to call it. And boom. Alright, we have done it, chat. And what we're going to do is, in the past I've sat around and I've been on stream. I'm just going to do some quick talking here, and then I'm going to send you guys over to either Melvin Leroy or Slant Alpha Adventures. I haven't decided which one yet. I want to see what they're both doing. What aircraft they're flying might dictate what we do here. Let me take a look, see real quick. Looks like Rob's flying the Comanche, and it looks like Melvin's flying. I don't know what Melvin's flying, but he is low and slow. Oh, he's in the 152. I think I'll send you guys to Brant in the 152. That seems like a good idea. But before I go, if you're not already a member of the Virtuous Safe Flying Club, we'd love to have you join us. This is the event that's commemorating the 6-year anniversary of the Virtuous Safe Flying Club. The goal of the Virtuous Safe Flying Club is to promote general aviation on the VATSIM network. We do about 4 events, all general aviation style a month, similar to this fly-in like we're doing today. Always looking for new members. You do need to be a VATSIM member to join, so if you are a VATSIM member and you enjoy GA, take a look at that Discord link. We'd love to have you join us so that you can join us for more of our future events as we start year 7 of the Flying Club. For all the Flying Club members that are in the chat that are watching the stream, thank you so much for being a part of the Flying Club. Thank you for tuning in and being part of my stream. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, that's going to be all for me. It's a bit of a short stream, but like I said, it's just been most of the month has been kind of rough so far between Sarah getting sick and I've had other family things going on, and we did get the new cat. We adopted a cat, so you know that's been the good part, but everything else has been a bit of a struggle. So Ben, thanks for coming in today. Appreciate you stopping by the chat, and appreciate you being a part of the Flying Club. And Defiant Prawn, thanks for coming in today. I'm actually just wrapping up. Just did my whole wrap-up spiel. We're on the ground at Bayport. It was a little bit sloppy. Oh, I got to tell you guys what my landing rate was, I guess. It was minus 68. The G's weren't great, but it was minus 68 feet per minute on the landing rate. Again, not my finest approach into Bayport that I've ever done, but we didn't break any of the rules and we landed safely, and that's all that matters. So Defiant Prawn says he's on his way. Excellent, excellent. All right, I'm going to send you guys over to Melvin Leroy, and he's going to be also eventually arriving into Bayport with us for the fly-in. You also have the option of Slant Alpha Adventures if you want to tune into him. He's doing the same thing, and Eric Flight is also doing the same thing as well. All Flying Club members, all great friends of the stream. But we're going to raid Brant. I'm going to get that loaded up right now. You're going to hear his voice in the background as I start watching his stream. Thank you guys so much as always. I will see you again when I see you on the stream. I know I don't stream as often as I used to. Real life kind of gets in the way sometimes. But yeah, see you next time, guys. Thanks for coming in today. Let me get this raid going.
No worries.